Shut up and sit down.
Hello fellow YouTubers. What I thought I'd put together today is just a quick update, I guess kind of a shop tour. I've been trying to get the shop unpacked and tools put out. They're not functional yet, but they are out in their general location as I'm working through trying to set up where they're going to go and where I'm going to put the dust collectors or the piping. I thought I'd go ahead and show you a quick video of what the shop looks like up to this point. So right now I'm at the entrance, which is a overhead door, 10-foot overhead door. So I'm standing there as I come into the shop. Over here, right behind where we're at, is right in front of the gantry. And the gantry was actually built to set up a way to be able to do the restoration on my tools. So behind this is, behind the toolbox and behind the trash can, is actually a tank, a dunk tank. And I use electrolysis to clean all of the tools before I start working on them. In another episode, I'll go through what that is, more detail, and how to use it, so on and so forth. Right here, under the tarp, is right after the dunk tank. It's a crescent 16-inch joiner, and I'm in the process of restoring it. It's painted, but now it just needs to be reassembled. So I'm working on that. Haven't gotten it done, but again, another video will come up as I work through that process. Over here, we've got the Moke bandsaw and 5-horse 3-phase unit. And in front of it, right in front of it, we've got a Powermatic 8-inch joiner. Next to it is my Delta wedge bed, 18-inch planer. And then in the center here is the table saw, dual table saw, shaper combo setup that I've got. Working through that. In the front, I've got a unisaw, and sitting next to it is a heavy-duty Delta shaper, and behind it is a Powermatic 66. And the two islands, if you can tell, they're different colors. It's because the front one needs to be painted yet, the base, and it will be black like the original base for each of the saw and the shaper were. And it's a separate system. The back unit is Powermatic green with the racing stripes. And I'm building cabinets to go all the way around them. So it'll just be one big cabinet front unit, one big cabinet back unit. Front unit will be Delta blue-gray with a black base, and the back will be Powermatic green with the racing stripes on. If we just kind of walk back here, you can see in the background, we've got the DeWalt GE 16-inch radial arm saw, 5-horse, centering over in the corner. Again, I'm going to try not to go too fast for this. In the corner here is really just kind of a holding place for right now as I'm working through this. Underneath the table here is the parts to reassemble the crescent joiner, and then just some electrical parts that I need to get everything wired up. In the long run, this cable is going to disappear. That location is the future location of the overarm Elkhart pin router that I've got, the 5-horse pin router that I've got. It's still in storage. I've got to get that picked up and bring it in. This is going to be my cutoff saw miter station. The first GE will probably be for cross-cutting. We've got the DeWalt miter, and down at the other end, we've got another GE, and I'm going to use that for dados. So, setting here, we've got a Yates B244. It's a 24-inch, 7.5 horse planer. Again, it just came out of storage, so I've got to get it all cleaned up. This one's going to go through a total restoration. Most of these tools are going to go through a restoration. The radial arm saws are going to go through a restoration. But I wanted to get them out of storage and get them in the location, and then I'll start breaking them apart. And we'll have some videos that show that. This is the other side of the saw station in the Powermatic 66. That saw is going to be used strictly for dados. So as we come back across over here, we've got a 26-inch drum sander. Back in the back here, we've got another Yates 24-inch planer. This is actually the older version, the Big Bertha of the B244. This is actually a B44, and that's another 7.5 horse unit. Needs a complete restoration, so that's on the list to get done. Sitting next to it is my molding machine. It's actually a Hawk. It is a 15-inch planer molder, and it's actually, a lot of people don't know what the Hawks are, but they were the precursor to the Woodmonsters. So it does a real good job with molding, and it's not that little planer. It also could do sanding if I put the attachments on it, and it also, you could get the rib saw attachments for it. I don't have those. I use it for a molder, and I suppose I could use it as a backup planer if I didn't have that need filled. Over here is the 2A Powermatic tenor that I showed in another video. It's just now at the location that it's going to stay. Sitting next to it is the 2A, I guess I better come around this way, the 2A mortiser that I also did in another video. Sitting next to is just my drill press. Come back here, sitting here on the other side of the drum sander is a double spindle Whitney shaper, and I've got a couple power feeders. One of them needs to be rebuilt, the other one's brand new. As we come around this side, we've got the computer station and of course our TV. And here we've got the Powermatic 10 hollow chisel mortiser. The 2A on the other side is a chain mortiser. It's just waiting to get hooked up. Sitting next to it is the mechanical area. There's actually a 12 horse Kohler motor and a generator that I'm working on. Back over in here is some storage back in the back here, which I'll have a whole other video on as I work up the ductwork. This is my Torque dust collector. And like I said, I've got a whole other video to do on that. Behind there is the 5 horse air compressor and the switch panels. In front, we'll spin this back around. Here is an Oliver 260D, and it's also waiting on its restoration. So back over in this corner again, then we can just take a look at the shop from the opposite direction. You can see the Oliver 260D saw station. I've got a couple more tools that are coming. Over here where the mechanical area is, that's going to be going in another garage. And where that sits, I've got a Walker Turner radial arm drill that'll be coming in here. And somewhere in here will also be, I've got a Yates 16-inch disc, 48-inch belt sander that's coming. So if I come back over here again, I can show you the shop from this angle. So we can come back across. There's the garage door I was talking about. If we just come back across this way, on the back side of the shop, the long side of the shop. In the future, I'm working on that wall over there where the cabinets are. That's in the bench. That's actually going to be where probably a lot of the videos take place. Unfortunately, it's not done yet. Again, all of this is a work in progress, so I wanted to show you what we've gotten accomplished in the last 2 weeks since the last video, so you could kind of be in the loop of what's going on. So if we come back over into this corner, this gives you an idea of what the shop looks like from this direction. And eventually that crescent joiner will probably replace this Powermatic 8-inch. So it'll probably come out here. And in the space that has the joiner located in, that will probably be where the sander sits, right there. We'll have to see. Eventually, probably the electrolysis tank will also go over in the other garage along with the big toolbox. So the restore process will happen over there. Tools will go over there, get restored, and then come back over. But for right now, everything's over here. I've got to get the other garage done, and I've got to get this garage done first. The shop is 36 by 34, so it's a little over 1,200, about 1,200 square foot. And you know, it just doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to matter how much space that you've got. It never seems like you've got enough. I'm sure that you guys can relate to that right along with me. So, in any event, this is what we've got so far. I guess a quick glance up. I have made some headway on the ductwork. Putting in the 10-inch pipes in the back, cutting across, dropping down to the 9-inch, the 7-inch, and the 6-inch. Most of the shop is going to be running the 6-inch. And then, like I said, probably the electrical will also be brought out from that point. I did want to also show you one more thing. A lot of my tools are 3-phase, and what I'm going to have in a future video will be how I made my phase converter. This is it. I'm going to build another one and go through that process so that people can see how it is. A lot of people are intimidated by phase converters and how to get from single phase to 3-phase, and it's really not that big a deal. So I put that in a mobile cart, and it's housing my oscillating sander, spindle sander, and it's actually the same height as the table saw. So I can roll it up next to the table saw and use the table, the outfeed table, as one great big table for my sanding station. So, and this power phase converter can be rolled around to any tool that I need it to go into. So I think that I've got everything pretty much covered. The ambient air cleaners are sitting on the floor in front of me here. They haven't been hung yet. We're getting close. We're still not ready to fire up, but we're getting close. So again, just wanted to kind of bring you in to the loop, let you see what was going on so far, and probably in about a week and a half, we'll put out another video and let you see where we've gone. All right? Thanks for joining. If you like it, make sure that you like the video. Please subscribe to our channel. Tell your friends. Check back as we get online with everything. We're planning on putting out videos once a week, so we'll have projects anywhere from electrical projects to mechanical projects and wood projects. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of something for everybody. So thank you for joining, and like I said, like us. If you got any questions, comment, and please subscribe. Thank you.
Shut up and sit down.